Well, welcome back again. Now, got some amazing news again. Remember in my framework that I talk about, let me get back to here, and this is a short video, hopefully. Is once you build your product. If I go back to my framework here, once you build your product and you're doing your outbound, and then you're starting to have using signals to join conversations, sort of the dark social, right? The other one is really compounding your you double down on what's working, right? But one of the things that I also talked about is once you're doing all this stuff, you're building content, right? You're building brand authority because you're joining conversations and you're doing outbound, you're learning about it, and using those languages into your conversations and your posts and so forth, right? So you get real feedback, and you're building that stuff. So remember, if I said, go back here, one more thing, just a context, right? Once you do that, right, you want to start building your brand authority, because this will generate your operating system, your go-to-market operating system. So you really want to build your brand authority, because then you can get picked up, and you get unnatural or organic leads. So, if you watch the other video, I talked about how you can do one if I go back here again, one blog post, one media release, and I created a media release for this. If you haven't seen it, go watch the other video, because I talk about that, how I run the media, and essentially I used the wire issue, right? So that fed it into. Let me just quickly go into it. So you log in, and so you can see the media release. So if I go into my press releases here quickly, so that, right, I launched it a while ago, because it takes time for it to seed and stuff. Anyway, long story short, one of the things I talked about is using a media release, record a video. The other one I talked about is join conversations news video. There it is, right? Join conversations like Reddit and LinkedIn. Post in LinkedIn articles. I just did that recently because I want to. I'm targeting this keyword now, because I'm remember, I'm creating clusters, keyword clusters, and in there I'm breaking it down around where areas they want to dominate and build that brand authority. Okay. So as I said, if I go back here, I'm focusing on this area now, and that's the media release, the joining conversations. It's joining dark social aspects, right? Joining conversations, writing blog posts, and one of the things I talked about is writing blog posts and combining your content in one area so everybody can find you. So you can see here, this is the same post around my 4 layers, the LinkedIn, the blog post, right? Same blog post. All I did there is now starting to use keyword density, around the keyword that I'm interested in. I really want to dominate around here. Go-to-market strategy for solo founder. That's the one. And you can see here, it's picked up already, number 1 in my list. So it's pretty amazing. And look, even the video has been picked up. And again, I join conversation. If I go here, so you can see what I'm talking about, right? If I join the conversation, where's this one here? Is this go to market? I joined this conversation as well, somewhere around here. Maybe when is this one? It's 1 year ago. Oh, that's right. It's closed, so that's why I couldn't join that conversation. But you can see here, 2 of my videos are being picked up because of I'm using the words, and this video I'm recording wouldn't be used to also. So if I say the words go to market or GTM strategy for solo founders, and post this also would be then eventually picked up in the feeds. And so when someone types in, a solo founder types in, hey, I'm looking for a go to market strategy for solo founders, I get picked up. And again, I can use this video's content to create another blog post or another LinkedIn or join other conversations. To summarize, 1 content pieces, in this case, a video, a framework. I used it in a LinkedIn post, Reddit, join conversations. I used a media release. I also saved it or loaded into my website, right? There's a blog post or So all these things, and by the way, I created a video as well. So all these elements, these assets that I created and farm it across my platforms, including news, media release and so forth, have helped build my brand authority, or at least getting me cited and also picked up as a top Google search. The video, I mean, this is, you can't pay for this sort of stuff, and all pretty much free. So they're founders. If you're trying to build, if you're at a stage where you know what, I'll go back here, my framework. If you know what your product market fit, you know what you're selling, and you've conducted some outbound and learn about the languages, because you use that language in your building your authority, right? You're joining conversations, and then this is where I'm saying you double down on what's working once you scale, right? But once you know the languages, you've done founder-led outbound, this is where building your brand authority is in the background. You use concurrently, right, to build that brand so that you can be starting to get discovered. Wow, man, it's exciting times where you can use the power of content to both build your audience, join conversations, build a brand authority, and then you can run that and scale that. This is what I've shared. Like, this is what I'm targeting, GTMs, and I'm getting picked up in Google and other channels, which you saw in the previous, right? I get cited. What else? Yeah, I get cited around what's this one here? I was curious. That's not mine. No, so you can actually join. You can do post as well. That's another one. I might try that in another video and let you know. But this one in particular, I posted. You can see here. If I go back here, it was only recent. So I mean, it's just about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, and it's already been picked up by in this case Google and helped me, as well as the videos, right? Okay, well, that's all. I want to, again, if you find this sort of stuff useful, these sort of growth hacks, and as a solo founder, please like, subscribe. It helps me build and pay for some of the stuff. If I had to pay $21. No, it's not expensive. But I'm saying these are all my personal expenses. But I love sharing these with you, and hopefully you can use them in your own solo founder startup. All right, bye guys.